from the 214. They say, I ain't trying to brag, y'all. This is your time to brag. And this is the thing. If you want to lie to us, I can't see the picture of you. If you want to tell us that somebody told you look like Brad Pitt, do it. Why not? Because I saw this. It was a story from the Mirror that talked about a couple of guys who got on the bus in the United Kingdom, where the Mirror is from, and they realized
where that tabloid's located.
Yeah, they realized. That's right. They realized very quickly that they were doppelgangers, and then they realized after that.
In other words, they looked at each other and realized they looked alike.
Yes, they were like, "Yo,
okay,
am I looking in the mirror?" It's like, no, I'm just sitting next to this dude.
Oh, the Spider-Man meme.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened, right? Or actually, it was on flight. Sorry. One of the guys is a bus driver. But they were on a flight. There you go. But they were on a flight. They were shocked to meet each other when they saw they looked the same. And then they also realized they have the same name.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was
the
like,
same name.
What are the chances? They're both named Mark Garland.
What, the whole name? Not just the first name?
Yes. Their whole,
crazy.
Like, I was like, how do you realize that? Well, I guess you say it. And then at some point I'm like, I kind of I want you to pull out your ID because at this point it sounds like you messing with me. Right?
That's
like, I don't know.
crazy.
How would you feel if you sat next to a dude and you were like, you look kind of like me. Hi, my name is Chris. And he's like, my name's also Chris. And you're like, wait, what? Are you just messing with me right now?
That's crazy.
And it's like, well, no, my name is Chris Arnold. They're like, my name's also Chris Arnold.
That's crazy.
So I was like, what are the chances, right? They both end up in Heathrow, in London on an airport.
And they're not related to each other.
And they're not related.
But they look just alike. They have the exact first and same last name.
Well, you say they look just alike. And let me tell you, let me show you the picture of these two gentlemen and you tell me if they look just alike. Because I have my doubts.
They just got the same shaped head.
That is fair. The head shape is the same. They basically are just two bald white men. Right? This is in some ways like being like Kevin Hagelin and Mike Bassett look alike.
Not really.
But they, to be fair, right? There are some dudes that are bald. And it's like the head shape doesn't look the same. You're right. They do have the same head shape, but they are not. I don't know. It's closer than just saying they're just white dudes that are bald, but they're also, I would very much
like
be able to tell them
cousins. They don't look like twins or doppelgangers.
Yeah, I see that.
Which brings us to you, my good friend.
Yeah, see, I knew this is where we're going.
You have a doppelganger who makes a lot of money playing for the Boston Celtics. His name is Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and this is the thing about that. You've said that plenty of times, and then also Lucius Alexander has said that as well.
We're not the only ones. People say it behind your back.
Really?
Yes, I told you in your face one time. Remember that one time when I was walking out of the studio and I was like, "Don't."
I thought you were just saying stuff that you've heard CA say, though.
No, I literally. I just turned around and I told Reg, I was like, hey, make sure don't give Luka any trouble tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I mentioned this after the All-Star weekend. I said, Reg, you had a bad dunk game.
And so this is the thing, right? And someone from the 214 said Reggie's looking like Kofi Kingston from the WWE. Okay, all right. Here's the thing though. Like, I think especially because you guys enjoy it so much. Now I hear it enough where I'm like, this isn't fun for me.
It's not fun?
It's not fun for me.
Why not?
I don't know, because
that's a compliment. He's an all-star.
But I'm not an all-star though.
Doesn't matter. Would you rather be look just like a guy that sucks?
Either way, I don't think that changes my disposition at all.
Reg, I feel your pain though, because I've had people tell me that I look like Mr. Beast, and so it's like I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm not rich like him.
I was about to say he rich.
Exactly. So I'm not rich like Mr. Beast. So I get where you're coming from, Reg.
Okay, so I have been told I got two quick little stories.
Okay.
You already know about back in the day there was this porn star that people swear.
That's right.
But right now,
if you just heard that and were like, what? Yeah, that's a CA Stories confidential that happened.
Back in the day, late 90s, this porn star looked just like me. Kid. I always say, yeah, bragging. Yeah, he looks exactly like me from head to toe. I swear, we're twins. No, for the last 6, 8 years, 10 years, certain people will come up to me, country music fans will say, you look just like Neil McCoy. And I was like, Neil McCoy. And I had to Google it up and find out who Neil McCoy was. And the craziest thing happened. He performed at a Cowboys game at halftime a few years ago. And after the game, he was there in the little tunnel area. And I went up to him. He goes, I bet people tell you we look just alike. And I go, yep. So we took a picture together, and I have to show you the picture.
You do. I did the Googles. Neil McCoy. This is because this is the thing. He looked kind of like you.
Yeah.
This is the thing I wanted to get to with doppelgangers, and I obviously brought up the two Mark Garlands. Is that it goes one of two ways. I look nothing like that person, or yeah.
Reg, you look exactly like Jaylen Brown. I look like me and Neil McCoy could probably be close brothers or something because we look quite similar. And so he was asking me all about me, where I grew up, where I'm from, and he was telling me all about himself and all that. And so it's like, we kind of, because I mean, that's the first words out of his mouth. He said, I bet you people tell you we look alike. I mean, that's the first thing he said before I even introduced myself to him. Now, here's the other side story that's really crazy, blew my mind.
Okay.
There's a guy, he's a photographer with the Dallas Mavericks. He looks nothing like me. We were doing we had a meeting, a staff meeting, and he was on stage at the Mavericks headquarters. We had this big staff meeting, all 100 people were there. And he's telling a story about his family. And he said, well, and my wife, Pam, I went, my wife's name is Pam. We went on this trip, and our daughter, Sinai, and I went, my daughter's name is
so you
Sinai.
had the Mark Garland experience.
I'm like, what is this? And then he's telling a story, and he goes, and he said, my two daughters, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, as soon as he got through, I went up to him. I said, hey, man, V, his name is Vernon. I said, Vernon, you said your wife's name is Pamela? He goes, yep. I said, my wife's name is Pamela. I said, you said your oldest daughter's name is Sinai? He goes, yep. And I said, my oldest daughter's name is Sinai. I said, my youngest, he said, you got two girls? He goes, yep. I said, my youngest daughter's name is Cameron. He goes, my youngest daughter's name is Carmen. I went, oh my God, this is crazy.
That's like when somebody tries to copy your sheet and you're like, just change it a little bit. Just change it a little bit.
I swear I put my wife and kids on the phone to talk to him, and everybody was just laughing. They were like, you gotta be kidding me. This is crazy. He did not have a son. I said, you better not name your son Alex.
That's right.
If you get a son, don't. That's right. Too crazy.
That's incredible. That's incredible. On the truckwreck.com text line from the 817, they said I look like David Spade. Okay, there you go, David Spade. From the 318, they say Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Colt McCoy.
From the 817,
Longhorns?
they say I get John Krasinski all the time, and I don't know why. That's it. I wonder if it's just like, because sometimes, depending on who they say your doppelganger is, it's about something in particular, and you can usually point it out. Like the Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I think it's general skin tone, and then we both got beards. I think those are the things that are carrying.
You got the high cheekbones and the braids too, man.
All right.
You're just not as tall as him. I mean, you're what, 6 foot?
I'm 6'1", just about.
Well, he's like, what, 6'4"?
Actually, he's tall. I think he's about 6'6", 6'7".
Well, Luka's 6'7". He ain't tall as Luka.
Let me see.
Well, CA, what do you call it? On that story that you were mentioning earlier with the Mavs photographer? There was a time when I was calling a game back in my alma mater, and what do you call it? There was a photographer, the Sam Houston photographer, running up and down, short dude as well. And my girlfriend swears up and down that dude. She thought that was me for a minute. I was like, no, I'm upstairs calling the game. Like I'm actually calling the game.
Fiance said that.
Yeah. No, it was crazy, dude.
It is crazy.
Well, it's a good thing she didn't figure it out a different way, right? Someone from the 479, they said, people tell me I look like a short Aquaman. I'm 5'10". Okay.
That's the Spider-Man meme. You know who kind of looks like Aquaman? He really did before he got married.
Eric Chiafalo. Wait, when you say before he got married, what are you implying there?
Married with 3 kids, and it's hard to eat right. I mean, he used to be like tip-top shape. He'll tell you that himself.
Yeah, that's true. He did have more time.
I even took a picture of him because he has his hair in a ponytail all the time. I took a picture of him with his hair down and not wearing his glasses, and I put it side by side with Jason Momoa. And they look exactly alike. And then I found a picture nowadays of Jason Momoa wearing some glasses with his hair pulled back. And I said, that is you today.
Elsewhere, someone mentioned, and this one I thought was really fun, from the 214, they said, for years, mine was a local district attorney, which was great if I'm going a little over the speed limit, and not so good when random people approach me angry at Walmart, upset because their relative got sent to jail. Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. What is like I feel like, is that more good than bad there? Because like, hey man, getting out of a speeding ticket is huge, but also like being accosted at the Walmart, probably not fun.
Yeah, you put my cousin in jail.
I'm sorry, I'm a photographer. I don't even know what you're talking about.
940 says, unfortunately, I look like Devin Booker. Oh, in this town, that's a bad look.
That probably isn't the best look.
But Kardashians might like you.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to get that Luka lookalike, and they can meet up.
Yeah, really. And look at him as his son. The 214 real quick says, Reg CA, there's an app called My Twin Finder. It will find everyone who looks just like you. That's from Jagon and Terrell.
Oh, interesting.
My Twin Finder. I have to look it up.
I'm always real hesitant to use one of those because I'm like, what are you doing with this picture? What database is this picture going in? Which I guess I should not worry about nearly as much now that I'm somewhat of a public figure, right? My picture ends up in certain places, but at the same time, like, nah, I don't know that I need to do that. And also, I've got people like CA and Lucius and Rodrigo that'll let me know who they think I look like.
Just like Jay. Just like him.
877-881-1053 from the 214 said, I'm tall, thin, and bald. Someone said I look like Skeletor. That's why. Now you got to fight them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that was an insult.
They should be afraid of you, too.
I don't know if you guys, Rodrigo, you'll know this. Especially when I was even slimmer than I am now, people said I look like DeMarcus Beasley, which I thought that was disrespect.
Who's DeMarcus Beasley?
So DeMarcus Beasley is a soccer player. He played for the United States men's national team for a while. He was a defender, and Rodrigo's trying to see if he could see it. I definitely did not have nearly as much of a beard, if at all, at that time, and he has the bald head. But yeah, I thought that was a little bit of disrespect because I don't think we look alike, and so. Keep sending those in. Who are your doppelgangers? And also, do you think that you look like that doppelganger?
You mentioned soccer. I got to throw this out real quick. There is a soccer player in England named Alex Arnold, and that's my son's name.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
And they look like they could be brothers.
Oh, okay.
My son Alex Arnold and Alex Arnold, the soccer player, look quite similar.